Sandra. Welcome to our office. Tell me, what made you come here in the first place?
Well, when I first came in, it was over 5 years ago. I came in with a lot of pain, anxiety, a lot of symptoms. I had been in a car accident and had whiplash and headaches, a lot of jaw pain, and I do a lot of grinding at night. So I had met Laurie, and Laurie gave me a booklet on TMJ, and I looked at the symptoms, and out of 10 of the symptoms, I had all 10. And I left here and said, I really need to do something about that. And then 5 years went by, and I got 5 years worse in my symptoms. And then about a year ago, I came back, and I mentioned to Laurie that I had still had the book and still had the symptoms, only they were that much worse. And so I made an appointment with the doctor, and we discussed treatment and so on, and I was ready for the treatment then. And I went through the procedure, through the TENS and so on, and it relieved a lot of the pain, and then the doctor made this orthotic for me, and I've been wearing it for, I think it's probably 6 months now. And I feel so much better. It was a little difficult to get used to because it does interfere with my speech, but it helps me sleep at night. I've gotten rid of, I'd say, 80% of the pain. My sinuses are draining better. I just feel overall much happier, much more positive. I just think it's a wonderful thing that has happened.
Can you describe a little bit of the procedure you went through with Dr. Poland to relieve some of your pain?
Right, I had the TENS machine for, I think it was close to 45 minutes to an hour, and that was an impulse, of the electrical impulse in my jaw, and that relaxed my jaw enough to have impressions made. I had impressions made to have the orthotic made at the lab, and I waited, I think, a few days for that, and then I came in and he adjusted the orthotic, and I've been coming back over the past few months for different adjustments, and every time I come in, he checks it and adjusts it and fixes whatever needs to be fixed. And it's great to come into this office, and everybody's so friendly.
Would you recommend it for others?
Absolutely. I have had nothing but positive experience here, and I am so glad I came. I wish that I hadn't waited 5 years for this to happen, because it was 5 years of a lot of pain and anxiety, and it was unnecessary. If I had come in the beginning, I would have been much more relieved and sooner. So I highly recommend it for anyone going through this similar problem.
And you'll continue to come back and see Dr. Poland?
Absolutely, yes. I think that his bedside manner is wonderful, and everybody in the office is terrific.
Well, thank you. We try to stress our patient care as much as possible here, and we thank you very much for your kind words.
Oh, it was my pleasure, and I'll recommend you anywhere and to anyone, because you really do a great job.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.